Hello, one and all, this is WellArmedWithTacos, and welcome back to Let's Play Neverwinter Nights. When we last left off, we had escaped the caves. Well, not really escaped, but left of our own will. We had killed Durglab, the Ogre Magi. We had killed Ganon, his cult servant. Learned more about the cult that we're hunting. And talked to this guy to get 500 gold and a level up as our reward. That level up we saved from the last video. We will go ahead and complete now. We have all these different wonderful choices. We're going to pick Ranger still. Wonder what it would recommend to us. I wonder if it wants us to multi-class. I'm actually going to find out. Do you want me to multi-class? No, it wants me to continue Ranger. Okay. I was always going to. We have an ability score increase. About dangum time. We strongly suggest that you make use of the recommended button. This will optimize your attributes for the class that you have selected. What does it suggest? Dexterity? I agree with your decision. Having an 18 in Dex will really help us. Increases our hit rate, increases our damage, and increases our AC. We want to put some points in skills. Disable Trap, which costs us 2 every time. And Open Lock, which costs us 2 every time. Oh, I can't. Why not? That might be the maximum I'm allowed to have in a skill that isn't my primary. That might be why. Let's take that out and see if all 5 points can get me a level up in it. No, I cannot. Wonder why. It might be because 5 is my cap in a skill that is not one of my class skills. Do I have a really high skill that I can get past 9 to check? Let me see if I can get this to 10. Because in D&D, in 3rd edition, there is a cap to what you can put certain skills at certain levels. And these are my off skills, so they level up really slowly. I don't know if I'm at that point now. The unfortunate thing about being at that point is we can't level up those skills anymore. Hopefully we can level them up later, but this whole thing of gradually getting better at opening locks and disabling traps has just hit a dead end. Fortunately, I guess the positive news is we can focus on my other skills. Concentration's not necessary. Craft. I don't care about crafting. I don't really care about discipline. I do care a little bit about healing, not necessarily about hiding. I care a little bit about listening, a little bit about lore. Actually, lore would be a good one to put into, so I can identify items better. I don't really do stealth in this game, so I don't really need to put more points into move silently or hide. I definitely don't need to put points into ride. That's never going to help me. Well, as we usually do, let's go ahead and put 1 point into spot. That's a good one to start off with. We can go ahead and raise our search skill by 1. Help us find things. I could put points into persuade. It would cost me a lot to do so. Wait, what? Where did the rest of my points go? I had 5 a second ago. Where did it take all my points? Oh, right. I still put that into disable trap. As I should. I have 3. So that, and I guess lore. There, we'll do that. We could change our pet. We could take a dire wolf or a dire rat. I think it's mostly the same. We will keep our panther, and we'll keep Elaine. And she will gain a new set of skills. Her dexterity rolled a 19. I don't know what else really changes for her. I don't know what her dexterity is now. Evasion, sneak attack, plus 5d6 damage. She has second uncanny dodge, weapon finesse, so she fights with dexterity instead of strength. Yep. We gained 8 more hit points, 1 dexterity, disable trap, lure, search, and spot. No additional feats this level. We must now resummon Elaine, for she is slightly different from the previous Elaine. And let's not summon the Badger, we'll be resting again before we leave. Now, did we get any new Magity Magicy? No, we still only have 2 first level slots. That is a shame. Oh well, Rangers don't get spells very quickly, but I'm going to be stuck with that Badger for yet another level longer. Next level will be 9th. It's pretty impressive. Now to do something I should have done earlier. Let's go through and see if I can identify this unidentified stuff. Not by looking at it. Somewhere I had some shurikens that I needed to look at. I had this armor I needed to look at, and I can't tell just by looking at it. Where did those shurikens go? Are they hiding on the front page? Yes, they are. I see you. Shuriken plus 1. I could drink a potion of lore. How many of those do I have? Where are they? 2. I have 2 potions of lore. Ah, yes, let's try the Ring of Insight. Can't forget about that. Ring of Insight. Do I know what this is now? No, I still don't know what it is. I know what that one was. That was a quarterstaff. Do I know what this is now? I do. It is a robe of electrical resistance. It is useless to us, but we will be selling it for some gold. Now, where did my Ring of Cyan go? There it is. Put that back on. Let's go back to town. We'll get the stuff I can identified. We got 250 gold from that guy per thing, so we got 500 gold total. We can spend 200 of it getting those 2 items identified and then selling them for probably much more. I can't remember if we ran into any other magical robes that weren't monk related during this playthrough yet. You want something? There was a big fellow in there looking for someone exactly like you. Pretty sure it's ya. Buddy of mine tells him to get lost, and a big guy kill him for it. Blood all over. Did your friend give him any info? Me buddy didn't, but after I saw him all split in half like that. It's hard to read. I tells the guy you've been round these parts. I dare any man here to say he's wouldn't done the same thing right then. So, the person that split him in half knows I'm here. Well, I'm not going to clear out, but I guess I have to apologize. My presence has brought such suffering. Well, thanks, eh? Me always told me, buddy, that mouth of his would be his death. At least he did it for a good man. Now I have to say I better clear out for anyone gets hurt. Which is not what I'm going to do. At all. Not even close. I would do literally anything but clear out. I have a lot more to do in these parts. If that guy wants to come mess with me, he's welcome to. I just killed an Ogre Magi. I'm feeling pretty good. What can I purchase? Nope, let me see what I can buy. Wrong dialogue option to say that other one. Let's get this stuff identified. It'll cost $100, but we'll find right out. Holy crap. Intelligence plus 2, mediocre for my class. Improved saving throws, universal plus 1. Skill bonus, concentration plus 1. That's really good. I lose points on my listen, search, and spot, however. The thing about that intelligence bonus, if I have that intelligence bonus when I level up, I will have more skill points to allocate. Because it is based off your intelligence. I don't know if I want to wear that helmet or this helmet. Listen, search, and spot. That is something to consider. Well, I got everything else identified, I think. So, let's start selling some rubbish. We don't need shurikens, we don't need this gem, we don't need this quartz. We have a lot of quartz. We don't need charm monster, we don't need a greenstone. We don't need those gems. I will sort through all my potions and stuff later on. These are all scrolls I can use. There's my recall. We don't need a quarterstaff +1. We don't need magic bolts. We don't need generic necklaces. We don't need those ones. We don't need the gloves of concentration. We don't need quartz. Don't need amethyst. Don't need these? Don't think we need these. Don't need any of that. Don't need malachite. Don't need a fire agate. I will hold on to remove disease. I will throw that in my reagent box. A Bodek tooth. Somewhere, yep, I had this that needed to be sold.
It's too heavy. It's difficult to carry.
I don't know. Maybe I'll hold on to both helmets. How much does this one weigh? 2? And by the time I put it in a magic bag, it'll be way less. Let's sell the double axe +1. Let's sell the longbow +2. How much would he buy this one for? 369? I wouldn't pay that much for it if I was a wizard. And we will sell the chainmail +1. We have a dexterity of 22 now, by the way. We are above the 20s, which is pretty good for a ranger. Could be better. The magic items in this game are a little stingy. But I mean, we're not doing too terrible. Well, we don't have magic boots. And our cloak is kind of garbage. Again, could be better for a 8th level character. But it could be worse. At some point, this game stopped being way more stingy with the magic items than how it started. So, that is everything we wanted to sell, I wager. Now, we need to go through all the stuff that I don't want to sell, that I want to keep. And by keep, I mean I want to buy. We'll deal with the sorting of the inventory later on. I don't think his options have changed that much. Boots of concentration +2. What's my current concentration? Have I said concentration? I'm sorry, I meant constitution. Constitution is 14, so a +2 boot would help. But I don't really want that. I have the gloves of discipline. Discipline was my ability to ignore things like knockdown and the like, which I haven't really been getting hit with. Where is it? I look at this every single time, I know. Yeah, combat feat. It doesn't really happen to me all that often. Linyu is my tank, and most of those feats are close combat related and not targeted at me even if they are ranged. So I really do need to get rid of these gloves. Bracers of dexterity +2 would put me at dex 20. That would be a smart buy. It is unfortunately out of my price range though. So we can forget about that. The Nymph Cloak would increase my charisma. The Cloak of Protection +2 is an armor bonus of +2. As opposed to this, which is just AC Deflection +2. This is only against evil. This is against everything. So that would be a better cloak. We also need to consider what the other merchant had over there in the church. We're going to buy some more arrows while we're here. Fill up that little arrow slot that I was building up. We'll sort out the potions in a bit, like I said. Probably in the next video, because this video I'm still doing all of my shopping. And there's a whole slew of magical necklaces and the like I'd love to get my hands on. Ring of Scholars. That's just a little... Oh no, that's just a ring of... That is light plus the lore skill. So I wouldn't have to constantly trade them out. If I had the extra money to just throw at that, I would, so I could just sell the other two, but I don't actually have the money to just willy-nilly throw at that, so I'm not going to. Here's a bunch of magic bags. I definitely don't need those at the moment. He has Thieves' Tools +6 for less than 1,000 gold. How many? Just one? Gonna have to seriously consider that purchase. Because at this point, if I can't level up those skills anymore, I'm going to need that Thieves' Tools to be able to get some of this tougher stuff open. For the moment, I'm actually going to equip that new helm. I don't know what it looks like on me. It looks a little silly. But having the intelligence will help me when I inevitably level up. Eventually level up. The concentration bonus remains the same, and the universal saving throws makes me harder to kill, which is arguably better than the ability to see potential threats. I haven't had problems seeing traps and stuff for the most part when I take my time up to now, but who knows how much of that has been because of that magic helmet. Let's go ahead and teleport into the church and see about your wares.
Hey, I'll tell ye.
I'd like to make a purchase from the temple. His is unfavorable. Pretty sure he wants these for more than the other guy wants these. Sun Soul really only helps monks. I have a belt of magic resistance. This is physical resistances, yes. With a vulnerability attached to it as well. Boots of Striding. The Protector Shield. He has a Cloak of Fortification, which is saving throws. It's both. Ooh. That one's pretty good, but I'd rather have the Cloak of Protection +2. The Cloak of Freedom of Movement. Ooh, the Cloak of... Ooh, wow, that one's really good. But that is 25 grand. We're not going to be at 25 grand for a long, long time. Maybe ever. Maybe ever. I can say this about Neverwinter Nights that I can't say about every game that I play that's like a D&D game or whatever. Sometimes when you play a game, like Morrowind I'm playing through right now, you have way more money than you know what to do with. In this game, so far, no, you're definitely spending just as fast as you're getting stuff in. Ooh, the Ring of Protection +2. So, do we want to save up for those bracers? I think that would be the wisest choice. That would give us a dex bonus of +5, which would negate the extra bonus from the chain shirt, but would increase our ability to hit and our ability to do damage. I don't know off the top of my head if there is a suit of armor that is 3/5. Let me see. I don't know. Don't rightly know. I mean, going down to 3/5 would give us the same AC as 4 and 4. What we really need is we need like a special suit of rhino hide or something, but that is pretty far away. Well, I think we do want to save up for those bracers. I think that is a good idea. It won't increase our AC, but it'll make us better at everything else. And the only other real options that we're interested in, we want the cloaks of AC and the rings of AC and everything. And my armor class isn't as important to my character right now as my ability to hit and do damage. Because again, Linyu is my tank. If I can drop targets before she drops, and she's been getting better at it since we got to this area of the game, that would be the ideal goal. So I really shouldn't have to concern myself too much with increasing my AC at the moment. I would rather have those bracers. So we'll work towards that goal. In the meantime, I'll see you all later. This is WellArmedWithTacos signing off. Take care, bye bye, and have a good one.